In this video, we're solving logarithmic equations. And these have a feature that exponential equations don't have, which is why they get their own video. A log equation can hand you an answer that is completely wrong, and it will look completely right. Look at these two. On the left, an exponential equation. 2 to the x equals 8. X is 3. You solve it, you're finished. On the right, a log equation. Log x plus log x minus 3 equals 1. The algebra gives you two answers, 5 and minus 2, and one of them is garbage, because if x is minus 2, that first term is the log of a negative number, and that doesn't exist. The algebra can't see that. Only you can. So here's the rule for this entire topic. Every log's argument has to be greater than 0, which means solving is step 1 and checking is step 2. And step 2 is not optional. You check every answer in the original equation, not the tidied up version, the original. Answers that fail the check are called extraneous, and the mark scheme expects you to reject them out loud, not just quietly leave them out. There are two methods. Method 1. Get it down to a single log equals a number, then convert straight to exponential form. Log base b of a equals c becomes a equals b to the c. Same move as the laws of logarithms video. Log base 2 of 8 equals 3 becomes 8 equals 2 cubed. Method 2. If you've got a log on each side and the bases match, then the arguments must match, and the logs just vanish. But both methods need the same thing first. Condense. Use the product and quotient rules to squash everything into one log before you do anything else. Example 1. Solve log base 2 of x equals 5. That's already a single log equals a number, so convert. X equals 2 to the 5th, 32. And check it. Log base 2 of 32 is 5. And 32 is positive, so the argument's fine. Example 2. Solve log base 3 of, bracket, 2x minus 1 equals 2. Convert. 2x minus 1 equals 3 squared, which is 9. So 2x is 10, and x is 5. Check it. 2 times 5 minus 1 is 9, and log base 3 of 9 is 2. Example 3. Solve log x plus log 4 equals 2. Condense first. Product rule. Log of 4x equals 2. There's no base written, so it's base 10. 4x equals 10 squared, 100, so x is 25. Check it. Log 25 plus log 4 is log of 100, which is 2. And here's what would have gone wrong. You cannot convert term by term. Log x equals 2 and log 4 equals 2 separately is meaningless. Condense first. Convert once. Example 4. Solve log base 2 of x plus 6 minus log base 2 of x equals 2. Two logs subtracted, same base. That's the quotient rule. Log base 2 of x plus 6 over x equals 2. Convert. X plus 6 over x equals 2 squared, which is 4. So x plus 6 equals 4x. 3x is 6. X is 2. Check it. Log base 2 of 8 is 3. Log base 2 of 2 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Last one, and it's the one from the start. Solve log x plus log x minus 3 equals 1. Condense. Log of x times x minus 3 equals 1. Base 10. So x times x minus 3 equals 10. That's x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Factorize. X minus 5 times x plus 2. So x is 5, or x is minus 2. Now check both. In the original, x equals 5 gives log 5 plus log 2, which is log 10, which is 1. And 5 and 2 are both positive. That one's good. X equals minus 2 gives log of minus 2. Undefined. Reject it. So the answer is x equals 5 only, and you write the rejection down. And if you graph it, the picture makes the point for you. There's exactly one crossing at x equals 5, and the curve doesn't even exist to the left of x equals 3. The calculator never offers you minus 2, because for the calculator, that point isn't on the graph. Condense, convert, solve, and then check every answer in the original. Because with logs, the algebra doesn't know what's allowed. Next video changes gear completely. Instead of solving for a number, you'll be proving something is true for every number. Deductive proof.